Did you know there's a country where you can live like a king or queen on just 500 US dollars per month? But there's a shocking reason why it's so cheap, and it's not what you'd expect. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring the country out there where you can live on next to nothing, and I'm talking about living really well. But why is it so cheap? Well, stick around, because the reason will seriously blow your mind, and it's not what you might be thinking. Most times when we think of affordable countries to live in, names like Thailand or Mexico may pop into our minds, but this country beats them all. Imagine this: living in a comfortable apartment, eating delicious meals, and even going out for less than $500 a month. What? Sounds like a dream, right? And no, I'm not talking about just getting by or cutting corners. This is luxury living compared to Western standards. So what is this magical place? Drum roll, please. Oh, I don't have a drum, but that's okay. I'm talking about Laos, a small landlocked country in Southeast Asia, sandwiched between Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and China. It's off the beaten tourist track, but trust me, if you're looking for somewhere to stretch your money, this is it. Let's break it down. In Laos, rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center can go as low as $150 per month. And if you want to live outside the city, in a quiet rural village with a view of the Mekong River, you'll be paying less, sometimes even $80 or $90 for an entire house.
Wow.
Now for food. Street food in Laos is both delicious and affordable. You can grab a full meal for as low as $2. That's cheaper, of course, than a cup of Starbucks. As for transportation, you can take the bus for less than $1. But beware, although they have schedules, they don't necessarily stick to it. It's kind of like the system that we have here. But you know what? I'm digressing. Be prepared, as you can carry anything on those buses, including animals. Now here's where it gets really interesting. By now, you're probably wondering, why is Laos so cheap? Well, it's not just because of the exchange rate or the lower cost of living. There's actually something deeper at play. Laos has a communist government, and the country is still largely undeveloped. In fact, over 70% of the population is engaged in subsistence farming, and tourism, while growing, hasn't taken off like it has in the neighboring Thailand or Vietnam. That lack of mass tourism keeps prices down, but there's a downside. The average monthly salary in Laos is around $120. So while it's affordable for expats or digital nomads to live there, many locals are struggling to make ends meet. This contrast between extreme affordability for foreigners and economic struggles for locals is one of the reasons Laos remains so cheap. So, how do you take advantage of this incredible opportunity while still being respectful of the local economy? Well, for one, spend locally. Support family-run guest houses, eat at local restaurants, and use local transportation. You'll be boosting the economy directly and ensuring that your money is making a positive impact. Plus, living in Laos allows you to experience a slower pace of life. You're not just saving money, you're gaining a whole new perspective on what it means to live simply and enjoy life. Of course, living in Laos isn't for everyone. You have to be comfortable with a slower pace of life, occasional power outages, and limited access to Western conveniences. But if you can adapt, the rewards are endless. Picture this: waking up to serene mountain views, spending your afternoons exploring temples, and ending your days with local street food without worrying about blowing your budget. So what do you think? Could you see yourself living in Laos and stretching your dollar further than you ever thought possible? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep living your best life no matter where you are in the world. Bye.